What up, grinders? Relentless here. So I wanted to show you guys how to make 2 horsemen in 1 path. Now I just finished a fight, 200 plus hits with a rank 3 4-star Apocalypse. Now the thing is the first horseman I'm going to create is Colossus, because there is a special synergy that Wolverine has with a 5-star Apoc that he doesn't with a 4-star Apoc. So showing you that I'm going to be activating, the 4-star Apoc to make Colossus a horseman. And then we're going to go ahead and see how fast we can get down Captain Marvel Classic with these specials. Now, by making Colossus a horseman, of course, he's going to have increased special ability. And, he's just a savage. The one thing is, though, is I'm playing with suicides on. So playing with suicides on and throwing a whole bunch of special 2s isn't the most ideal way to play Colossus. Of course, he can be just fine in the shorter fights and whatnot with suicides on, but he gets the most damage from these special 2s. And you want to keep throwing these special 2s as fast as possible in order to get your opponent down. So I'm going to go ahead and let this video play a little bit while we beat on Captain Marvel Classic. And then we'll go ahead and reconvene once we get to Juggy. Because once we get to Juggy, what we're going to do is we're going to use the 5-star Apocalypse, because the next fight after, that's when we're going to make Wolverine the Horseman. And by making Wolverine the Horseman with a 5-star Apocalypse, those crit bleeds are phenomenal. So we'll let this play a little bit, and then I'll reconvene once we get back to Juggernaut. And she's KO'd. All right, so going into this next fight here, we're going to go ahead and select the 5-star Apoc. Now, playing against Juggernaut, it is a little bit of a longer fight, but we still get him down pretty quick. The ideal way to play Apoc, of course, is to make sure that your opponent has the debuffs on them and then hit them with a special 3 to make those debuffs permanent. All the while, once you place a debuff, if it's about to expire, you go ahead and hit them with a heavy to refresh that debuff until you get all the debuffs on them. Now, some people like to start with the special 1 debuffs, where you end the fight in a light or a medium, and then you throw the special. And then you go to special 2. You end the fight with a light and a medium and throw the special each time you end that. So I went ahead and went straight to a special 3 right here. I made a mistake. The way I like to play Apocalypse is I go to the special 2s first. So I go with, special 2, medium, and then special 2 light, and then go down to the lighter ones where, I go to special 1 light, special 1 medium, all the while refreshing the debuffs. But these 2 bad boys are going at it, Apoc, of course, is going to become the victor. There's no surprise there. But at the same time, fighting with Apoc is a lot of fun, so taking this guy on the path, with 2 other horsemen is a lot of fun. I can't lie, so making 2 horsemen in 1 path, especially during, the longer type of fights and whatnot, is cool. Shorter fights, shorter paths, I definitely don't recommend it, and believe it or not, you can still make 2 horsemen, and it's nice. And you can even make a double horseman nowadays too, and you can activate the ability to give someone double horseman abilities. But for this video, we're just going to show you 2 horsemen, 1 path, so that way you can get an idea of how to do it. And once we get this guy down, I'll go ahead and reconvene, and we'll go ahead and talk about how we can take down the next champ with Wolverine. All right, so we got the big man down. Now we're gonna go ahead and on this next fight against Rhino, we're gonna activate the Wolverine Horseman, and we're gonna see how fast we can get down this guy. And it's pretty quick. I mean, this guy just bleeds so much because of this synergy. I love it. So let's go ahead and get Wolverine in there as a horseman. And as you can see, boom, he is also a horseman. So now we have a Colossus and a Wolverine horseman. We're about to rip through some content. So as you can see, by putting these crit bleeds on Rhino and that special too, I love it because Wolverine just digs in those guts, you know? He's like the Freddy Krueger of the X-Men with them claws. Just making this guy bleed so much. I mean, good Lord, get this guy a tampon. He is just getting rinsed with blood. Now, going through this with Wolverine, I gotta say, guys, it is a blast, you know? And my Wolverine, believe it or not, is not even a rank 5 Wolverine. He's only a rank 4. With the ISO shortage that's out there right now and the tier 2 alpha, you definitely got to be a little bit choosy about what mutants you're going to rank up right now because so many good mutants are out there. I mean, they just came out with Strife. So Strife is amazing. Apoc, Professor X, I got those guys. I ranked up Apoc first, waiting to rank up Professor X, waiting to rank up Wolverine. Hopefully next month we'll get some more rank up materials so that way we can go ahead and get these guys up. And Wolverine, lickety-split, gets that guy down. Now let's go ahead and jump on to Storm. Now I usually like to run Realm of Legends with a team of Nick Fury being my main, and then also Magneto for quick fights against Vision and Wolverine. I mean, he can kill those guys in like 14 hits. It's ridiculous what Magneto can do. He is by far, I feel, the best mutant in the game. But at the same time, you know, with these abilities that Apoc is giving these other mutants, you never know. You know, the Horseman ability is so awesome. It's one of the best synergies I think that they have in game right now. And as you can see, Wolverine is just rinsing this lady. You know, she is bleeding like crazy. She can't stop. Those crit bleeds are just non-stop. They're relentless. Love it. And the one thing I do like about Realm of Legends is when I go against Storm, her specials are super easy to dex. So it's a quick fight every time. You know, running through this path with Nick Fury and also Magneto. I bring in Human Torch as well because he just melts away Juggernaut and Scarlet Witch. And then my other two guys I bring in are Thor Rags and Heimdall for health synergy, because if I have suicides on, I'm going to need it to you know, refresh my health with Nick Fury here and there, because, you know, he starts off with like 20% pretty much when he's in his second phase. That's where he does the most damage. But back to Wolverine, just destroying Storm. She is almost down. And yeah, every time, you know, almost is a crit bleed when we digging into her. It's really nice. And that lady's down real quick. Now, of course, the next fight is going to be a little bit longer because it's a non-bleeder. So if it's a non-bleeder, that's right. We're going to use Horseman Colossus. Let's see if he's still a horseman. And ladies and gentlemen, he is still a horseman. So proof that we can have 2 horsemen and 1 path. Now he's going to go ahead and den up Vision, this big old hunk of metal here. You know, and I'm just going to let this video play out until Vision's down, and then we'll go ahead and reconvene on Black Panther, because I want to show you guys when Wolverine has a class advantage, how fast he can get these fights done, even as a rank 4, 5-star. All right, now vision is down. Now we're going to go on to the last fight on this video. I'm not going to do the whole entire thing just because I wanted to show you guys how these two horsemen can be created on one path. And coup de grace, as they like to say, we're going to show a class advantage Wolverine against this helpless Black Panther. Now we got kitty claws against mega claws over here, and you know, the claws are out. It's a cat fight, you know, pun intended on this one. Wolverine's going to be up in those guts with that special too, just wrenching this guy of all the blood he has in his body. You know, I mean, this is just a fight that I really enjoy playing, especially with a Horseman Wolverine that just shows us guys who's boss. I mean, this is just one of the best fights that you can do as a 5-star Horseman Wolverine. And, you know, once I get this guy up to a rank 5, I can only imagine this fight would probably be over by now. But the 4-star is still putting in work. My goodness. And as soon as we started fighting this guy, it looks like he is going to be drained of his very last drop with this special 2 here. And that's a wrap. So, yeah, just to show you guys what's going on with my little Wolverine here. He's not quite the granddaddy yet, even though he is a horseman. But, you know, he is a rank 4. And the more SIGs you have on him, the higher you get his power, the faster he regens. That regen was great. And here's a quick flex on the profile just to show you guys who I am. Thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.